Are you tired of feeling hurt and upset when someone insults you? In this video, we dive into the teachings of Buddhism to discover how you can train your brain to respond mindfully when faced with insults. Lesson 1. Stay calm and manage your anger. Anger is a natural human emotion, but it can be destructive if not managed properly. Buddhism teaches us the importance of staying calm and managing our anger, especially when faced with insults or adversity. This is not just about suppressing our anger, but rather understanding it, accepting it, and transforming it into something positive. The first step in managing our anger is to recognize it. When someone insults us, we may feel a surge of anger or frustration. Instead of reacting immediately, Buddhism encourages us to pause and observe our emotions. This is known as mindfulness, the practice of being present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. By practicing mindfulness, we can gain a deeper understanding of our anger. We can see how it arises, how it affects our body and mind, and how it influences our actions and words. This understanding can help us to accept our anger, rather than denying or suppressing it. Acceptance does not mean condoning our anger or giving it free rein. Rather, it means acknowledging our anger as a natural response to a difficult situation. It means recognizing that anger is not our enemy, but rather a part of ourselves that needs our attention and care. Once we have recognized and accepted our anger, we can begin to transform it. This is where the practice of compassion and loving kindness comes in. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate a sense of empathy and understanding towards ourselves and others. When someone insults us, we can try to see things from their perspective, to understand why they may be acting out of anger or ignorance. This does not mean that we condone their behavior or allow them to continue insulting us. It means that we respond with compassion and understanding, rather than anger and retaliation. We can try to see the other person as a fellow human being, who is also struggling with their own emotions and challenges. Patience is not just about waiting for our anger to subside, but rather actively cultivating a sense of calmness and resilience in the face of adversity. When someone insults us, we can try to remain patient, to not let our anger control us, but rather to respond with wisdom and skill. Patience does not mean passivity or weakness. It means having the strength and courage to face our anger, to not let it overwhelm us, but rather to use it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It means recognizing that our anger is not permanent or fixed, but rather impermanent and changeable. Another important aspect of managing our anger is to take care of ourselves. This means practicing self-care and self-compassion, such as getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation. When we take care of ourselves, we are better able to manage our emotions and respond to challenges with calmness and clarity. Buddhism teaches us the importance of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not just about letting go of our anger towards others, but also towards ourselves. When someone insults us, we may feel angry at ourselves for not being able to prevent the insult, or for reacting in a way that we regret. Forgiveness means acknowledging our mistakes and imperfections, but also recognizing our capacity for growth and change. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior or allowing others to continue hurting us. Rather, it means releasing our anger and resentment so that we can move forward with a sense of peace and freedom. It means recognizing that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and resilience. Managing our anger when someone insults us is not just about suppressing our emotions or reacting with calmness. It is about understanding our anger, accepting it, and transforming it into something positive. It is about cultivating compassion, patience, self-care, and forgiveness. It is about recognizing that our anger is not permanent or fixed, but rather impermanent and changeable. Lesson 2. Make yourself happy. Buddhism's teachings on happiness are profound and transformative. They remind us that happiness is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be embarked upon. It is not something that we can find in the external world, but something that we can cultivate within ourselves. The first step towards happiness is inner peace. When our mind is calm and peaceful, we are able to experience a deep sense of joy and contentment. Buddhism teaches us the art of mindfulness and meditation, which can help us to calm our mind and cultivate inner peace. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. So instead of seeking happiness in the opinions and validation of others, focus on cultivating your own inner peace and joy. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can shift our perspective and help us to experience happiness. When we focus on the blessings and abundance in our life, we are able to experience a deep sense of joy and contentment. Attachments are one of the main obstacles to happiness, according to Buddhism. When we are attached to certain things, people, or outcomes, we are unable to experience true happiness and freedom. Impermanence is a fundamental truth of life, according to Buddhism. Everything in life is constantly changing and evolving, including our own thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When we are able to embrace impermanence and accept the natural flow of life, we are able to experience a deep sense of peace and happiness. The only thing that is constant is change. So instead of being upset or disturbed by the impermanence of life, including the opinions and actions of others, embrace it as a natural and beautiful part of life. Making ourselves happy is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It is a journey that is guided by the profound teachings of Buddhism, which remind us that happiness is not something that we can find in the external world, but something that we can cultivate within ourselves. Lesson 3. Don't pay attention to insults. In the teachings of Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment is a fundamental one. It is the idea of not clinging to things, emotions, or ideas, and instead observing them with a sense of detachment. This concept is particularly useful when it comes to dealing with insults. When someone insults us, it is often because they are projecting their own negativity onto us. They may be feeling angry, jealous, or insecure, and they use insults as a way to make themselves feel better. However, these insults are not a reflection of our own worth or value. They are simply a manifestation of the other person's state of mind. Buddhism teaches us the importance of mindfulness and living in the present moment. When we are faced with insults, it is easy to get caught up in the past, dwelling on what was said and done. However, this only serves to prolong our suffering and distress. Buddha encourages us to focus on the present moment, observing our emotions and thoughts with a sense of detachment. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. So, instead of dwelling on insults, we should focus on the present moment and the many blessings and joys it has to offer. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner peace and tranquility. When we are faced with insults, it is easy to let our emotions and thoughts run wild, leading to a state of inner turmoil and distress. This only serves to exacerbate our suffering and distress. Buddha encourages us to cultivate a sense of inner peace and tranquility through practices such as meditation and mindfulness. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Buddhism teaches us the importance of compassion and understanding towards ourselves and others. When we are faced with insults, it is easy to harbor feelings of resentment and anger towards the person who insulted us. However, this only serves to prolong our suffering and distress. Buddha encourages us to cultivate a sense of compassion and understanding towards the person who insulted us. The root of suffering is attributing to others the evils we ourselves are capable of, and attributing to ourselves the evils we have done. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of forgiveness and letting go as a means of healing and moving on. When we are faced with insults, it is easy to hold on to the hurt and pain, leading to a state of bitterness and resentment. Buddha encourages us to practice forgiveness and letting go as a means of healing and moving on. Hatred does not cease through hatred, but through love alone is healed. This is the eternal law. Lesson 4. Improve yourself. Buddhism is a spiritual path that encourages us to constantly learn, grow, and improve ourselves. When someone insults us, it can be a valuable opportunity for introspection and self-improvement. Buddha's teachings remind us that we are not defined by the opinions of others, but by our own thoughts, actions, and words. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Mindfulness is the art of being present in the moment, without judgment or distraction. It is a powerful tool for self-awareness and introspection, allowing us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and actions with clarity and understanding. Buddhism encourages us to practice mindfulness in our daily lives through meditation, mindful breathing, or mindful walking. By cultivating mindfulness, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses, and our areas for improvement. Compassion and empathy are the cornerstones of Buddhism, teaching us to see the suffering of others and to respond with kindness and understanding. When someone insults us, it is often because of their own pain, anger, or jealousy. By cultivating compassion and empathy, we can see beyond the insults and respond with kindness and understanding. We can also use this as an opportunity to reflect on our own actions and words, and to cultivate more compassion and empathy in our own lives. Gratitude and contentment are powerful tools for happiness and self-improvement, teaching us to appreciate what we have and to let go of what we do not need. When someone insults us, it can often make us question our own worth and happiness. By practicing gratitude and contentment, we can cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and happiness, regardless of the opinions of others. We can also use this as an opportunity to reflect on our own values and priorities, and to align our lives with what truly matters to us. Humility and openness are essential qualities for self-improvement, teaching us to let go of our ego and to be open to new ideas and perspectives. When someone insults us, it can often trigger our defensive mechanisms, making us closed and resistant. By embracing humility and openness, we can see the insults as a valuable feedback and to be open to new ideas and perspectives. We can also use this as an opportunity to reflect on our own biases and assumptions, and to cultivate more humility and openness in our own lives. Self-improvement is not just about introspection and reflection, but also about taking action and cultivating discipline. Buddhism encourages us to take action towards our goals and aspirations, and to cultivate discipline and perseverance in our journey. When someone insults us, it can often make us doubt our own abilities and potential. By taking action and cultivating discipline, we can gain a deeper sense of confidence and self-efficacy, and to prove to ourselves and to others that we are capable of growth and transformation. Lesson 5. Love yourself. In the teachings of Buddhism, self-love is not seen as selfish or self-centered, but rather as a necessary foundation for true happiness and compassion towards others. When we love and respect ourselves, we are able to extend that love and respect to others, creating a ripple effect of kindness and positivity in the world. When someone insults us, it can often trigger a wave of self-criticism and negative self-talk. However, Buddhism encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and compassion that we would offer to a dear friend. So instead of beating yourself up, try to offer yourself some words of comfort and understanding. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Holding on to anger, resentment, or hurt towards the person who insulted us can be a heavy burden to carry and can prevent us from truly loving and accepting ourselves. Buddhism teaches us the power of forgiveness and letting go, not for the sake of the other person, but for our own peace and healing. When we are faced with insults or criticism, it can be easy to focus on our flaws and shortcomings and to forget all the things that we are grateful for. However, Buddhism encourages us to cultivate a daily practice of gratitude as a way of shifting our mindset and cultivating a deeper sense of self-love. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment or attachment. When we are faced with insults or criticism, Mindfulness can be a powerful tool for managing our emotions and cultivating a deeper sense of self-love. When someone insults us, it can be easy to focus on our weaknesses and flaws, and to forget all the things that we are good at. Buddhism encourages us to focus on our strengths and talents as a way of cultivating a deeper sense of self-love and confidence. The whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Never fear what will become of you. Depend on no one. Only the moment you reject all help are you freed. By cultivating awareness, compassion, and understanding, we can overcome the negative impact of hurtful words and interactions. Remember, you have the power to choose how you respond to insults and can use these teachings to cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of adversity. Stay mindful, stay compassionate, and keep training your brain for a more peaceful and balanced life.